Okay, folks, we've just had the technician come around and clear the Bob Marley, the paper jam, in other words. You know, get it? Paper jam, Bob Marley, jamming, music, paper jam, get it? Terrible joke. I'm pretty sure I found that joke on the internet. When a photocopier doing a Bob Marley, it means it's just had a paper jam. So that's something interesting to note. If you like a bit of technical humour or a bit of photocopier humour, there you go, a Bob Marley. So I'm going to have to make sure this paper is not damp, or make sure I load it correctly. I think you have to copy seam side up on the paper, out of the paper packaging. So, and I've also got to make sure I don't print too much black toner, too much heavy toner. Otherwise it could wrap around the fuser roller, which it did. That's what the technician told me. It wrapped around the fuser roller, which was a real nuisance. But that's what happens. I mean, yeah, and that's when you need a technician. I was right in not trying to clear it myself when I realised I was way too in deep shit to be able to do it myself. So I'm glad the technician did it for me, and there was no damage done to the machine. He managed to get the paper unravelled around the fuser roller. He managed to unwrap it. Somehow he got it, but he's a technician, so he knows what he's doing. That was a simple service call. But it's not the kind of service call that you want, because it could result in a doing charge if you're found to be the one that caused the problem. You know, you've got to take good care. These machines are not good at looking after themselves. They're bloody difficult. They're bloody pain in the ass, the way they're made. Really stupid, you know, the way they're making them so difficult to do, you know. Fuck. Machines are so difficult. Fucking photocopiers. Why do I love them? I wonder. Sometimes I wonder. They're so complicated. They're so... what can I say? We're just going to photocopy this today, right? This is something different. So we're just going to put this upside down. I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap there so I don't get toner right to the edge of the paper or near the edge of the paper. And I've got to leave the lid open so I don't end up creating a black, because I'm copying in negative mode. White will be turned to black, so I've got to leave a space to make sure that we don't get another Bob Marley around the fuser roller. So I'm just hoping this time it'll be all right, that I've given a little bit of a gap. So this will normally be black in positive mode, but it'll be white in negative mode. So it's a bit inconvenient and doesn't look as nice, but I don't want to have another service call, especially if it results in a due and charge call, which means I have to pay for it, basically, because I mustn't fuck it up. I've only had 2 paper jams of this nature in the whole time I've had this machine, so that's good to hear. That's encouraging, but I'm a bit frazzled about what happened on Friday with the paper jam, or the Bob Marley as I like to call it. But anyway, this is it, and I've left, see that extra bit of white? That's to prevent the paper from wrapping around the fuser roller, but it usually happens, I think, when you do it portrait. So I'm going to cut back on the portrait ones, but I didn't ask the technician if portrait loading caused it as well. If maybe I can minimise the jamming if I load it landscape instead of portrait. But I think we can call that one quits. Yay!